Hey everyone, I'm BushaZ. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to make dance pop. I'll be breaking down the drop for an unreleased song of mine, which I would kind of relate to the Chainsmokers song iPad, something in that style. I'm going to be showing you the elements used, the mixing, and the structure of how to make a similar dance pop drop like mine. Set the tempo around 120 BPM, start off with making some nice chords. I used quite a few Vital presets from MHA's Vital sample pack from MHAmusic.com. So the first one's kind of like a standard synth preset, and then the next one's kind of like a Rhodes organ type vibe. Kind of like a muted pluck Rhodes type thing. Kind of like a higher pitched organ sound. And then the last preset I used is a piano preset from Flex. A lot of the mixing was done with the sound design, so really the only thing that I put in here was sidechain. This is kind of the sidechain that's used ubiquitously throughout the whole track. Now I duplicated these same chords with the same presets minus the piano, but I put it in this effector, which kind of makes it sound a little weird. I used the Vox settings and it sounds like this. It's just to add another layer to it, so it's literally just the same presets and stuff over here, just routed to a different channel and used an effector on it. Next I used the same chords but just chopped them up a little bit. Chopping up these chords and like lowering the volume and putting them in the background of the drop will help fill up the mix a little bit. I used two Vital presets. First one's kind of like an airy pluck, and the second one's kind of like a low Rhodes. And then next I use the same piano preset from Flex. It's much lower in volume and different mixing as well. I put an EQ on this and kind of looks like a little roller coaster. That's the same for the airy pluck as well, but for the Rhodes type thing, I only took out lows like that. I chopped up the same chords and I put them into some lead presets. Generally, if you have chopped up chords like this and you put it into a specific lead preset, it's going to make the same effect that I'm going to show you right here, where it just kind of plays random notes throughout the whole chopped up chords, and it works really well to fill in the mix a little bit and to fill up the background. Take the bass notes from those chords and make a bass out of it. I used 3 Vital presets. So kind of like a sub bass, kind of like a more analog type bass, another analog type bass. I put a Fruity Blood overdrive on there, nothing done to it, just added in there to amplify the sound a little bit, and the same sidechain from earlier. Next, make a melody. I used 2 Vital presets. And then I used 2 vocal samples that I did lots of editing to. I did this one right here, and then this one right here. And the editing that I did to it is right here. I put a distortion on there, a filter with the amp turned on as well to amplify the sound. Lots of different EQs. I could have just done one, honestly, but I took out the lows here. I did the radio preset in here, and then I boosted some of the highs over here and took out some of the overbearing mids. Put a reverb on there with these settings and a sidechain. I also layered that melody with the string preset. It's a string staccato preset from Flex. Now for the drums. I have a kick right here. Pretty simple, nothing too low and nothing too high with the EQ front. And then I added 2 top loops. Just simple hi-hats and claps in that. More of a snare type loop. Together the drums sound like this. Now for the effects. I have a guitar loop that follows the same melody that I made. That's just in the background with the sidechain and some reverb on it as well. I have an ambience loop. I have like a uplifter, downlifter type thing. It's just a down-up type thing. You hear the same sidechain on it. Downlifter. Another downlifter. 2 bars into the drop, I have a reverse crash. Kind of keeps everything moving and doesn't really stall out the drop. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, in that same time period, the 2 bars afterwards, I have a tambourine loop to go along with the drums. And after all that, here's the final result.
started playing record